let's start with CSS tables now. Okay. So in the CSS table, we need to understand that we know table. We know table how it is used in in website domain. We know this, but how to enhance this? How to enhance the table concept? It is about the main thing behind this CSS thing. Look at the table here out here. We have just to have a different company's names and the contact member name and a country where that company has been situated. And see, we have a color boundaries, like we have a greenish color, some bluish, some white, blue, white. What we are doing, we are enhancing the properties of the no, simple. This is the border of table borders. And how it is table is formed. We have learned in our HTML that table is formed by the TH and a TD element. What is TH and TD? What is TH and TD? Do you know what is TH? Eh?
Heading,
Table heading.
TH is heading and TD is? So the TH is this one, file name, last name, and TD is this is data, and this is Lois and grain. What is TD? What is TD?
table data.
Table data. Yeah, good. Good. So table data, it is a table heading, and it is a table data. Good. Matter is we understand this. We understand this border property. We understand this table heading. We understand this table data. Okay. Then why we need CSS? Why we need to enhance this CSS? Let's see this. We understand this. It should be solid black. Let's make it red. Let's make it 10. There we understand why we need CSS. This is the border of a table, solid black, and we improvise like this. This is our table, and it is created a border of the 10 pixel. This where the CSS is helping us to make a table more viewable, or you can say that easy to understand to our users. Change the color. Let's see what's happening. Not coming. Why so? I'm not able to understand what is happening. Let's see what's going on. Notice that the table. You have noticed something. If I am changing color from solid black to any other color, it is not taking that much. So we have some definition. We have some definition in this thing. In the property of the table. I don't know here. I'm not able to show you here. But I think so. Here is something as defined that for the table you need to be the borderline should be of this color. That's where the by defaults come in the role play. I'm improvising the thing, but it's not getting touched. So we need to understand. That's why we need to understand the documentation very well of the programming language before putting it up. Before putting it up, on the user domain, we need to understand the programming dimension very well. Let's see. In the next, here the collapse table borders. Collapse table borders. What is that key? When I'm making this red, it is collapsed. Okay. It is the collapse. Same thing will happen like this. Initially, table got collapsed because let us make it that. Again, it will collapse. Okay. In the initial, it's depend. See here, the one answer is written. If a doctor is not specified, the border collapse property can produce an result of in IE8 and earlier versions. This is where uh, this is where I want to say you some properties is always dependent upon the compiler narration or interpretation narration. So this is the thing. If we just only want the border, we just have we just go for the border. That's it. We don't need to define the TH and TD elements. We simple go for the borders. And this is a table with an height, and no, by default property is different, but sometimes we need to. The heading should be of the different dimension. So here the table width is of 100%, height is of the 15 px. Width is of 100%, and it will take the all, it will tell the full page, and the height is having a 15 px. Make it 5 px. Okay, so by default property is taking care out here. Make it 25. The border will I think will increase. Just kind of little bit increase. Okay, when I'm increasing this much of the pixel, the width is going to affect it. That's why it is not changing. If we do we need to just by experimenting, we came across that it is fixed to the 50 px. This is fixed to the 50 px due to some reason. I'm just fixing it to 5 px. It has been resized. I am 15 to 35 px. It has been resized. So resizing is done on the this height of the particular cell, and that cell has been, because it is one of the cell properties inherited by this thing also, because in the table we define th and td. This is our th thing. So we are changing the property of the th thing. It is affecting first name, last name, and saving as well. What is the horizontal alignment? So here our width was 100%. Horizontal alignment is like, how are we going to align this proper horizontal alignment to the left, right, center, or where I have to put our table. It's as simple as that. Where I have to put our table, in the left direction, or in the right direction, or in the center direction. In the vertical alignment, where I have to put my table, top, bottom, or middle of the page. What is padding? We understand what is padding. What are horizontal drivers? Over table. Just when we produce our key strokes or strokes of the mouse out here, it will show okay, I am table. What is strip table? Here we have a Jabra strips, but background is neutralized. We can specify different table colors which help the CSS. This is the responsive table. We have This is a responsive table type which we created because within the width of the dimension all the headings are not coming, so we made a responsive table. So here example of the responsive table, how a responsive table is made. We just have a different rows definition with with a row definition of different headings. Then on a different row we put different values. Okay, then we close our table, and we have defined the property of the heading like this, and the data point and how much padding it is going to be done. And already we defined the border collapse property. That's why the table is not not having the boundaries. And here we just we define the in a very even the color should be this. It is in a hexadecimal. Let's make it blue, so it will make you understand a little bit better. So in every nth child even, which is nth child, which is even, first, second, third, fourth, which is even, we are producing a background color of blue. Okay. Hover table is like, and just when I put mouse keystroke, mouse strokes, so I'm getting a name out there. I'm getting a color out there. Okay. Again, to make it visible, to make it red, run it. So this is border bottoms. Okay. Over color, we have a different over color. Make it green. Now when I hovered, it is becoming a green. To understand that this thing, it is this responsive table. It is a over table. Now this is the vertical alignment, top, bottom, middle, where the table will fit. And this is the horizontal alignment where the table should be there. The left side, and the left side, and the left side. It is the right side. It can be where it is left when I make it right. The, no, the things shifts. Make it center. अभी हम लोग को इतना सोचना नहीं पड़ता है प्रोग्रामिंग, क्योंकि हम लोग ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप से या ये बहुत हमारे पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस होते हैं जो माउस स्ट्रोक्स हो जाते हैं, बट एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स ऑल अबाउट प्रोग्रामिंग. बैकएंड में प्रोग्रामिंग ही चल रही है, वो हमें समझना है यहाँ पे. ठीक है, यहाँ पे वो जो डेफिनेशंस हैं ट्री की, सॉरी ट्री का टेबल की, वो यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू बताने की कोशिश की थी कि हम पैडिंग कर सकते हैं, अलाइनमेंट कर सकते हैं, बैकग्राउंड का कलर चेंज कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट टेबल व्हाट वी हैव right now. Okay.